What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Ding Ding Podcast. Here we bring you everything and everything with a ding ding included in it. I am your host, Marty, a.k.a. MMA Youngboy, a.k.a. Potty Next Door, MMA, a.k.a. Himinari Stoudemire, a.k.a.
Go ahead, King.
Martalani Hawani.
Go ahead, King.
And I'm here with my boy, Lodo. Looks like Latifi, moves around like Demetrius Johnson. We gotta come up with some more nicknames. We call him.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out as we go. I don't know. My list is getting too long. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have a 20-minute segment here.
John Potson,
just for the intro, John Potson. So here we are, episode 8. Having a great week so far. How's your week
going? Good, I guess, bro.
Yeah,
figuring it out.
Yeah, you got a skin infection. You almost burnt down the apartment today.
Man, almost won fucking like $3,000, but the Lakers blew a 17-point lead.
Oh man, my man almost hit like a 10-team NBA parlay last night and lost because the fucking Hawkies.
Oh fuck them.
Now they're about to fuck him again.
Yeah, they already did. I had to cash out.
Oh god damn it.
Whatever. I took Derek Lewis, round 1 KO. Fucking embarrassing, bro. What the fuck?
Just missed it. But yeah, man, so
how was your weekend? How was the boys?
Oh, yeah, I was away.
You went out up on VT, boy.
Yeah, again. Didn't watch the card with Lodo. Always a sad week when we don't do that. Yeah. But I was up in Vermont with doing some.
It's getting more frequent. I'm fucking starting to get it, bro.
Oh, it's not frequent. We've watched more cards together this past year than anyone has ever watched together.
Yeah.
But yeah, Shredder was sick. I went with my girl. She fucking is finally starting to get it a little bit.
Fuck yeah, that's the best.
I mean, it still is pretty fucking boring, but I mean, I guess it's better than going alone. But yeah, then I shredded Monday. Got too drunk at the mountain, so couldn't go to practice.
Oh, missed practice because you were mad.
I went hard as fuck at practice yesterday and today. Had a great practice today. Fucking, I'm getting pretty good at the leg game, brother.
Fuck the leg game. That's my weakness, so.
Gotta practice the leg game these days, especially.
You can put somebody out for a fucking couple months with a fucking heel hook, bruh.
I mean, at least if you don't want to play legs, you gotta at least know it so you can defend it. Because that's like real. So big in jiu-jitsu these days, especially in no-gi, is the leg game. And
hell yeah, you're fucking crusher, bro.
Now I'm going to a Henzo Gracie school where the guy's like a John Danaher black belt, so might as well fucking learn the leg shit while I'm learning under a guy like that until I move on to another fucking gym, probably, and when I get my purple belt or some shit.
Come on.
But yeah, so yeah, pretty dope week so far. I mean, tired as fuck. Weather's been crazy, dude. We get 3 inches of snow every other day, I feel like. Dude,
it's just been nonstop. This is the first time it didn't snow in back-to-back days.
Yeah, dude. Even Monday we got like 4 inches, right? 3 inches.
Oh, fucking, we got something. Pause.
Pause, yeah. We took a bunch of inches.
Yeah, we got mad inches, daddy.
But fuck yeah, let's get into these fights, I guess, from last Saturday. So, yeah, notable prelim fights. I mean, that Sergey Spivak guy.
Oh yeah.
He got a good kick, good knockout.
He got the fucking panda bear or that big Russian bear on his chest.
Yeah, I like that kid. Who else we got in the prelims? Eddie Wineland, our boy, sadly got knocked out pretty bad.
Ever since Sugar Sean put him out, that's all he's known for now.
Yeah, that sucks, man. I feel bad for him because he was always a fun fighter to watch, like.
Yeah.
5 years ago or so when he was peaking, but now it seems like it might be over for him. I mean, I hate to see this guy keep getting hurt. He took 2 hard knockouts back to back.
Yeah, tough goes, bro. It's like, fuck, how, like, you gotta cut your losses at sometimes.
But yeah, good win for that kid, John Costenda.
That was a good win for Erosa, too. He fucking beat Nate Landwehr.
Oh, I fucking...
with the flying knee.
I hate that kid, dude. Remember when he was screaming, like, Dana!
Yeah.
Dana! Shut the fuck up. Yeah, that kid just pisses me off. I'm glad he got knocked out.
He dropped him, too. Sick.
Yeah, that was a sweet fight. Fucking Miles Teller submitted Andre Arlovsky.
Fuck yeah. Hey, yo, Bartel!
If they ever make a movie about Tom Aspinall, Miles Teller just has to put on 80 pounds and he'll look just like him.
Yeah, that's your boy.
But, yeah, I mean, Andre Arlovsky's known for putting out these up-and-coming fighters. He's kind of been a gatekeeper in the heavyweight division for a long time. it's always like a guy you kind of got to get past to get in those like top 8 range of fighters.
Yeah.
He's always fighting those kids trying to fight in the top, get into the top 10. And Tom Aspinall overcame that and
Aspinall.
Aspinall, yeah.
Aspinall is that fucking baddie.
Yeah, the chick that fought last week.
Yeah, she's a
A
beast.
couple weeks ago. Yeah. Aspinall, yeah. He fucking...
we go showing the women some love, baby.
I'm pumped for this week's women's fights, but we'll wait for that.
Yeah. But yeah, that was a good finish, man.
Yeah, I've been watching Aspinall since he was in a Contender.
Yeah.
I remember he had he had a sick up knee up the middle against the cage. And
I saw him a while
Contender
ago when
series.
he was with Darren Till, and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, he's a
in the
beast.
UFC.
He's a good athlete for a heavyweight. He's a little on the smaller side, which is a problem when you start getting up around those big guys like Derek
Rosenstruck.
Lewis and Rosenstruck and
Ngannou.
Stipe and Ngannou. I mean, but yeah, who knows? I mean, you could see him. I could see him eventually fighting like a John Jones, a heavyweight or something. Like
Yeah.
that's a good size.
That'd be sick.
But yeah, it's weird because they make you call out people now at the end of your fight.
Yeah, so stupid.
So like he was like, oh, haha, I guess I want the winner of Olynyk Dukakis. So which like I guess isn't a big ask.
Yeah.
But still, that'd be a good fight. Dukakis versus Aspinall.
Excuse me. That'd be fun. I
Yeah.
mean, Aspinall's gonna fuck him up. Dukakis looked good too. He fucking KO'd Olynyk.
Yeah, Olynyk looked like shit.
Oh, dog shit. Like he never threw a punch in his life.
Oh my god, he stuck his head down like a spear position
Yeah.
and just got rocked on each side of his ears.
Well, yeah, he's on for
And
that.
he was
thing.
mad about the stoppage, but
Yeah.
I mean, it's just the
No,
guy
he was out, dude.
trying to save him.
When he stood up, he fucking fell 4 more feet.
Yeah, but before we skip that, homie Phil Hawes looked
Yeah.
good. I mean, he got his ass beat in the 3rd round.
Dude, the last round he was on fucking noodle legs,
I was
bro.
scared because I put money on
Boy was
Phil.
shaking like a stripper, bro.
Because Phil, you know, I get my dick a little hard for the big jacked guys, so I put money on Phil.
You're a fucking animal, bro.
I put money on Phil Hawes, and
Yeah.
he ended up coming through for me. I mean, he dominated the first 2 rounds
Majority
with wrestling.
decision.
Yeah, and then the 3rd round, he got his ass
Ass whooped.
beat. But he survived somehow, and you saw his knees were just kept giving out on him.
Yeah.
You see him kept wobbling, but somehow made it through.
Well, that's what happens. His last 2 fights, he fucking put the guys out in 40 seconds. You get drawn out into this fucking dog
Yeah,
fight.
that'd be
You
good
see what
beat.
it's like.
Yeah, that was a sweet fight, though. I love Phil Hawes' game. I mean,
He's from New Jersey too, boy.
hell yeah, bro. Fucking Little Fairy.
Gang, 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 gang.
Shout out Little Fairy.
Don't get me 2 hot bitches, bro. Get me fucking
I'm a
John
Little
Jones
Fairy, you know what I mean?
and fucking Francis. It's over for me, bro.
Yeah. So yeah, that. Yeah, but yeah, I'm jumping all over the place. But I love that Aspinall choke. I mean, he made it look like. I mean,
Yeah.
Arlovsky's not supposed to be like a bad grappler. I mean, he hit him
No,
with a
yeah,
double leg
yeah.
takedown up the middle and took his back against the cage. And Arlovsky kind of gave it
Quick
up.
into the second round, second round.
Yeah, and
Crazy.
Dukakis, I mean, 1st round KO looked good, and then Derek Minner looking.
Bro, Derek Minner looked good,
So
bro.
now I think him versus Bryce Mitchell would be sick.
That'd be a good fight.
Because they both wrestled the fuck out of Charles
Yeah.
Rosa.
You got to put them together.
And they both
Or
did
give him
that
like
to Charles
Chachi Feely.
Rosa.
Let him fight him too. That was that's
Yeah.
my boy. I'm
Yeah.
sorry I had to be against Bryce Mitchell, Arkansas. Gave me my camel shorts.
Yeah.
But I like them both.
And then, or fucking, what's their name?
Oh yeah.
Mrs. Santos.
Miss Santos to be fucking Yana Kunitskaya. That's the girl right there. It was a good fight.
Yeah, I mean,
That shit was a dog war.
I honestly thought, what's her name? Ketlin. I thought Ketlin won, honestly, when...
It was 1-1 for sure. But I think the last 30 seconds what really did it.
Yeah.
She cut that bitch hard as fuck.
Yeah, honestly, that was the key.
And the judges looked up, they're like, who won? Tiago's fucking just staring them in the eyes. Yeah, you know who won, bro.
Yeah, Tiago.
What she gonna
dictated
do,
that
boy?
It could have went either way. I mean, I'm not mad at either
yeah.
way. I mean, I'm just a grappling little pansy, so I like that Ketlin was working takedowns, and
Aspen Ladd knocked out Tiago's girl, though. That's what I'm saying.
And using the grab and pound. Yeah, Aspen Ladd. Not Aspinall.
The main event.
Yeah, and then the main event of the evening.
What the fuck, dude?
Sweet fight. I mean,
yeah.
And what's sad about it is Curtis Blades looked really good.
He looked great. He was dominating that first round. Easy one. Easy first round. Round went in easily.
Yeah, his problem is like
he just keeps going for the takedown.
Well, he doesn't mix it up. Like
yeah.
He's either striking or he's wrestling.
Yeah.
It's not like he's mixing them both in. Like he's either committed to the wrestling or he's committed to the
Dude,
striking.
after the fight, Derek Lewis was like, I was just gonna wait until he did that. That was my only game plan, was to throw that. I wasn't gonna wrestle. I wasn't gonna fight him. I was just gonna throw that punch. I'm like, he had zero game plan with just that punch. All you had to do was avoid that fucking punch.
I mean, he landed 5 punches in the whole fight.
Yeah, I think it was 7 for 28.
One of them was a knockout.
Yeah. Fucking ridiculous. 7 for 23, actually.
It always impresses me how Derek Lewis could kick so high.
Yeah, he's a beast.
But, Curtis Blades looked good, honestly. I mean, he said it himself. In the heavyweight division, sometimes you're the hammer, sometimes you're the nail. So,
yeah. Take it with a grain of salt.
Now I think Derek Lewis is going to fight the winner of next weekend's card. Well, this weekend's card, I guess.
Yeah.
He'll probably fight the winner of Gane Rosenstruck, but we'll talk about that when we get into the card. You got some current events for us? Or any fight announcements?
I got a couple of fight announcements. There were some popular ones this week.
Sure,
we got Valentina Shevchenko and Jessica Andrade dropped today.
Yeah, dude, I'm pumped. Valentina's gonna fuck her up.
Andrade knocked out hit Kate Chukagan with that body shot.
Yeah, Valentina's gonna fuck her up.
Jessica Andrade's just like that little homie though, just like my little brother.
That's good for her. She's gonna get fucking.
She's gonna get smoked. So what do we want?
That's the
Valentina Nunes 3 at 135.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
Catch weight 130.
I mean, I guess we're gonna see how Nunes looks. I mean, she's a mom now. She's probably not as invested in fighting as anymore. So we'll see how she looks against Megan. She almost got knocked out in her last title fight.
Yeah,
so.
she did.
Well, maybe we'll see. She kind of might have a little bit of the Connor effect. Maybe she's falling off a little. So who knows? But what else we got, Papa?
Not that girl. We got 50K Ige in a new fight.
Really?
He's fighting Gavin Tucker.
Sweet. Glad to see 50K Ige back.
March 13th. In 2 weeks.
Yeah, he took a tough loss against
Calvin
Keita.
Calvin Keita down in Boston.
Yeah, he's got to try to bounce back, man. That's a good fight for him. So gets in a couple weeks, gets back in the ring. Good for him.
Our boy Gregor Gillespie.
Oh hell yeah, Gregor back.
He got kicked in the face.
He's a fucking Staten Island boy, but he got slapped by Kevin Lee on the McGregor Cerrone card.
He was fucking up Kevin Lee too, dude. Like even if it was the first round. At least our boy's back, but he got a tough fight. That Brad Riddell kid, beast. I don't think we got to talk about it. I think it came out the day after the last pod. But Leon Edwards.
Oh yeah, he's fighting.
Bilal.
Yeah, Bilal stepped up. He just fought too.
Yeah, I mean, good for you.
That sucks for Leon Edwards. I mean, he deserved
a top five
big name, but
I understand
short notice. I understand short notice.
Yeah, those guys are cutting fucking so much weight. It takes at least a good 4 or 5 weeks.
So that kid just fought there. He's a smaller 170er, and he just fought a couple weeks ago.
And now you're coming out and you're fighting fucking Leon Edwards.
Yeah, but I mean, if you believe in light ring rust, I mean, Leon Edwards hasn't fought in like fucking 2 years.
About like 20.
So, I mean, it's good not to always throw these guys back to the wolves when they've had a layoff. Doesn't always work, you know. Anything else?
Not really. Just in other like news, it's fucking Sage Northcutt got a fight at the one series. He's coming back.
Yeah, I saw that.
He's fighting not bum, but the guy's 46-9. So
yeah,
he's coming back, and Anthony Pettis just got a fight for
the
April
PFL.
23rd. Professional fight.
And you like that shit because they have that bracket style.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, that's
I like that they fight for $1 million. That's
bro.
Sweet.
Incentive.
Fuck it.
You're gonna go balls to the wall.
Yeah, that's cool.
Like, yeah, UFC, you're getting 40K. You heard what PBC
and Pettis is a really good fighter. I mean, he just knocked out fucking Wonder Boy 2 years ago.
Seriously. Slept him.
So I mean, he could definitely.
He
He's a great fighter. I
fights
mean,
dogs,
just because
though,
you're
you
not
know?
good enough to be a UFC champ doesn't mean you can't be successful in MMA.
He was a UFC champ, though.
Well, I mean, just because he can't now.
Yeah. He's getting old, you know?
Yeah.
Same reason why his brother left.
I mean, he had some great UFC fights. We can remember recently. He had that fight with Tony Ferguson, that war where it broke his hand.
Nate Diaz was sick.
Nate Diaz was sweet. Yeah, so. Yeah, it seems like our Wonder Boy take is looking kind of good because Usman says he's not trying to fight Masvidal and Colby. And then they said Colby's definitely not going to get the shot. And Burns definitely not getting the shot. So it looks like it's probably going to be Wonder Boy. He's going to fight Usman next, and he's the only guy that he hasn't beat yet. So they're saying that it's most likely going to be Wonder Boy. So
not Masvidal? Why not?
I
mean, that's what he seems
I think
to
it's just because, like...
He already beat his ass. He did beat the fuck out of him. And Usman, or
beat
Masvidal hasn't won since...
Beat all the contenders and then start fighting the guys again.
Yeah.
I mean, I really am not that excited for a Masvidal-Usman fight. I think Usman still fucks him up.
Yeah, I agree. I think you should just let Masvidal fight Colby, since they love to beef, or Colby and Gilbert Burns.
Yeah.
Masvidal, Tyron Woodley.
So also on that card,
Leon Edwards.
They had the first ever in UFC history. A fight got canceled while there was already one fighter in the ring. That one fight, the guy dropped out, and when he was right about to walk out, it was let me bring it up. UFC featherweight veteran Chas Skelly was scheduled to face Jamal Emmers on the undercard. After Skelly made his way to the cage, Emmers never followed. After a few awkward minutes, Joe Martinez announced that the fight has been canceled due to medical reasons. And then I saw the other day it said that Jamal Emmers could not compete due to back spasms. So he dropped out for medical reasons in the fight. So now the controversy is, do you give
him a rematch?
No, do you give Chas Skelly his fight bonus? Because he cut the weight, did fight week, made his way all the way into the cage.
The fuck?
You should get the full pay, or at least half his fight.
You should get half or you're showing up money and at least half for the win.
Half the win bonus, yeah. Because I mean, like, it's not just like
I know it's not your
the
fault.
week of the fight they canceled it, and you could like get a filler and everything. Like, he literally was fucked, and he did all the way where you walk into the cage. I mean, that's basically doing your job.
Like, what else more do you need?
But I mean, what a perfect dream. I mean, performance anxiety wise, I always just hope when I'm like getting ready for a match that the other guy just doesn't show up.
He said, "Fuck, he didn't show up. What the fuck?"
I'd be so happy. I mean, so many guys talk about that performance anxiety, like Cowboy Cerrone saying he was throwing up.
Yeah.
In the bathroom and shit. So I mean, that's probably like such a sigh of relief.
You see some motherfuckers get on the scale and they're just fucking like rocking back and forth. They can't even stand.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's pretty crazy. I mean, that's the first time that ever happened. I would have thought that would have happened more times before.
I just read the stat that the Masvidal Usman card was the longest ever pay-per-view. So if you watched it from start to finish, you remember history.
I don't know if I did. I probably fell asleep.
So Chris Weidman, James Vick.
But yeah. So also, how far away was fucking Herb Dean when Derek Lewis knocked out fucking Curtis Blades, dude?
Christ,
to let Curtis Blades get rocked in the face 3 more times. There's still those memes on the internet of Herb Dean starting in the script and shit. When Shorty says her mom isn't home.
When you're trying to beat the microwave to 1 second.
Yeah, if you haven't seen those memes, go look up a couple of them. Herb Dean running. Because for some reason, he's I don't know what's wrong with this guy.
Dude, the one time
I
forgot who got choked out. But they were sleeping. It might have been Clay Guida, Jim Miller, where he was knocked out. But I guess he didn't see his hand or he didn't go down. But he was just in the chokehold for like an extra 10 seconds. I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers are about to die because this guy can't see.
Yeah, Herb Dean was on the other side of the ring when the knockout happened, and Curtis Blaze got smacked in the face a couple more times by Derek fucking Lewis. So that was definitely not good. Also, you see on that viral video of the fucking little wrestler kid fucking up that Oklahoma State wide receiver.
Yeah, that's what happens. You could be this D1 athlete. That don't mean you know how to fight. There's two different games.
That's the epitome of martial arts right there.
Like, your craft is to be an athlete and a wide receiver. This guy's craft is to defend himself.
You could even be able to lay someone the fuck out on the football field. It still doesn't really mean that much.
Transfer.
Especially they were fighting in a bathroom, bro. If it's a wrestler's dream to get in a street fight in a fucking
That guy
bathroom,
probably cleaned his shorts. He's like, fuck
but
yeah.
that guy pushed him and he saw he was in a 4x4 room. He was probably like, oh my god, this is too easy. And his buddy was a wrestler too. He took down the other guy and pinned him against the bathroom stall. Started
that whiteout got fucked up though. Like, apparently his eye, like, he almost lost his eye and shit.
Good, dude. Fuck those kids. They were just bullying them because they were smaller than them.
They did. The one kid had a bloody nose.
Any kid with that fucking cut of a jaw, I'm not fighting him.
Yeah.
He was definitely a sick wrestler. You got that jawline, bro? Alright. Have a good night. And he was wearing cowboy boots.
Oh, dude. If you got that jawline and wearing cowboy boots, you smack my girlfriend's ass? I guess you just smacked my girlfriend's ass. I'm
She's
not
yours
doing
now.
I guess you can keep her.
You guys need beer money?
You guys need to ride home? I'll drive you guys home. You want to come over? I'll sleep in the living room.
But fuck yeah, it was nice to see a good one for the grapplers out there, because
yeah,
I mean that's just the dream. Because obviously you fight in like the street or something, there's so much room, a guy could get away from you. But when you're right there, dude,
work that jab,
you saw he cracked him in the face 4 times, ducked under, body locked him, took him down, and fucking just started.
At least the takedown was kind of soft.
Yeah, and he was like started using some grappling. He got him. He took his back. That shit was sweet. And Canelo's fighting this weekend.
Oh fuck yeah!
His last.
Literally the last thing I saw.
Oh, fresh. He's cut.
He's cut the fuck out. Oh, my son looks like him.
Fuck.
My son doesn't look like him. I don't want him.
Yeah, Mexico.
Viva Mexico, great.
But yeah, so I think he's fighting a lot.
Yeah, dude, he just fought that Smith from England.
I think he's just trying to satisfy the rest of his DAZN contract and get out of it, because I think they're fucking him on some of the money.
Yeah, since they're fucking shutting down those.
They're not making any money, yeah. So they're like they're somehow getting out of paying him all his money. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, I'm always down to see Canelo fight.
Oh yeah, Canelo will do.
He definitely. You see that how much he cares about like head movement now ever since he fought Floyd.
Yeah.
Like his head movement is sick now. Like he probably learned when he fought Floyd. Like when he was trying to punch him. Oh my god! Like I can't hurt the guy if he's not there.
Yeah.
So he's like, I just need to do that.
You can't hit where you can't.
His last fight, he was slipping punches. Like that shit was sweet. I love when the guy misses you by like an inch.
Yeah. That's the best, dude. That's why I like watching Vasily Lomachenko fight, dude. Yeah. He's just like that dancer or whatever, you know. He just fucking his head movement's impeccable, but he got beat up.
Triple G, right? It was a ballet dance. Did like Russian ballet or something as a kid.
That was Lomachenko. His dad took him out of boxing and put him in fucking ballet.
Yeah, for like a couple of years. Yeah. That's fucking sick.
What,
dude? His footwork is impeccable.
Now you're the fucking champ of the world.
His footwork is impregnable. His punches are impeccable.
I'm gonna eat his children.
But yeah. So also Adrian Broner got some bullshit win.
Yeah.
That he shouldn't have gotten.
He's a bum, dude.
That's why I hate boxing. That shit's fixed as fuck, dude. They don't care. All it is because we all know Adrian Broner's name. We have no idea who the Santiago kid is. They make money off Broner. Broner gets the win, even though he shouldn't have won. And that would never happen in the UFC.
Yeah.
The guy, well, for the most part, other than when the scoring fucks you, but for the most part, the guy who
some people get fucked. I don't know
wins.
if some people get fucked.
Yeah.
Your girl Angela Hill, for instance.
For example, Angela Hill.
For her versus my girl Claudia. Oh, my girl won. Yeah, but
a guy like Adrian Broner would not be a top. Like, if a guy looks like that in the UFC, there would not be a top-ranked guy.
Kevin Lee.
He's not top-ranked.
I know that, but that's the equivalent to Adrian Broner, a Kevin Lee kind of guy.
Yeah, I guess so.
Like, what, bro?
Yeah, he just gets,
all
like,
shit.
one cool win.
Kevin Lee said he He wants to fight Tony. Whoever loses gets out of the UFC. That'd be gang shit. You already got beat up by him, but alright.
Yeah, he wants to fight Conor, too. Because he thinks that now he's, like, on Conor's level for a fight now that Conor lost to Poirier. But, I don't know. I don't see that.
Yeah, Kevin Lee, bro, relax.
What the fuck?
You still gotta get way farther up. But, you want to get into next week's card?
No.
No?
Yeah, I just wanted to get into this fucking little topic I got that I just wanted to see what you thought about it.
Fuck yeah.
A little new segment we're going to try. We're just going to bring up like a random topic and do like a little thought experiment.
A random topic.
So, basically what I thought up this week is how fast martial arts is like revolutionized as a whole since the UFC has started. And it's basically probably gotten to a level that no one could have ever even imagined for it to be where it's at right now. Like, you can literally go to some, like a Tiger Schulman's and get your black belt in mixed martial arts.
Yeah.
And you basically just, from the time you start training, you learn, like, you learn everything. And that would, like, never happen. Like, back in the day, it was so cultish. Like, if you did Taekwondo, you could never do boxing. If you did boxing, you could never do wrestling. If you did wrestling, you could never do kickboxing. It was, like, so culty that you did your martial art and you stuck to it. And, like, you never crossed over to these other things. And it was always, like, taboo. Like, oh, that shit doesn't work. Like,
you saw that in the early days of UFC, man. Like, this when Hoist came in, motherfuckers were so lost, they didn't even know what was going on. They're like, well, when I touch him, my arm breaks, so what do I do? You know, like, now that, you know, all right, a boxer's coming in, he probably is a good wrestler. So now he's learning jits, you know? It's like, fuck, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy how it evolved.
Yeah, it's so crazy. Like,
I feel like back then too, that shit's like a sin, you know. Motherfuckers be like, "Yo, this is what you're doing now." I taught you how to box your whole life.
Yeah.
Well, I want to wrestle some guys, you know, take them down in the singlet, you know.
Yeah, you would think like you would think like people would want to figure that out. Like, why wouldn't people like way back in the day think like, I want to know which one works the best?
Yeah.
Like, why?
Or if you know all of them, you.
Yeah, or if you got super good at Taekwondo, why would you not want to learn boxing?
Exactly. Same shit. Like, well, not the same shit, but like, it's the same. Like.
Yeah, like I listened to Joe Rogan, and he was like a national champ Taekwondo guy as a kid, and he said he started kickboxing, and he realized like, oh, there's so many flaws to Taekwondo because like you don't learn anything of how to defend getting punched in the face. So like he basically just not wasted his time because obviously you learn all the kicks and you could kick someone in the face, but
you don't know how to defend.
You couldn't fight someone that's like a black belt in kickboxing because they would just box it.
Mm-hmm.
So like. It's like UFC really exposed that you have to learn both, and like just like Lolo said in the beginning of the UFC, like everybody came in with one skill. Like even you could wear like your gear, like wrestlers would wear wrestling shoes,
boxing shoes,
wear boxing shoes,
gloves.
Jiu-jitsu guy.
One guy wore one boxing glove and one bare hand.
Jiu-jitsu.
This was a fucking video game.
Fucking gi. So like you were really like it was really like let's figure out what's the best, and that's how they marketed it because. It's so crazy to think about, like, Helio Gracie, Hoist Gracie's dad, pretty much, was, like, a guy that gave permits for, like, shipping shit into South America. So, basically, Japanese people would go to him to get permits, and they all knew, like, Japanese jiu-jitsu. So, they would teach him jiu-jitsu, and they already had, like, some type of wrestling in fucking... Brazil, and then they would practice boxing and shit. So then he started learning all these martial arts, and then all of a sudden a guy from wherever came to get a permit, and he was a judo black belt, and then he taught him judo. So then all of a sudden he started mixing all this shit together and made fucking a sport that did everything except for pretty much striking. And they kind of already had like and he already had that in his mind, kind of like, I want to just figure out what works the best, because he was like 150-pound guy. So, like, he literally had to do everything perfect technique to get anything to work. He wasn't like this big, strong motherfucker. And it just so happened that this guy was filled with cum, and he had like 100 kids.
Fuck yeah.
And some of them turned out to be great athletes, and he taught them and developed this game. And I actually was just reading the other day that, like, a guy visited him because, like, guys, once they started doing this, guys would visit him from all over the world and to, like, exchange, like, martial arts knowledge. So, like, a guy came and his last name was his name was something Kimura, and he did a match with this guy, and this guy fucked up his shoulder so bad with a Kimura, which is a shoulder lock, and ripped Aliel's shoulder out. And that's how, like, the Kimura is part of jiu-jitsu, because, like, some guy came from another country to fight him and did this move on him, and obviously then you know it works. Like, you rip my arm out, that's obviously a real move. So now
all right, buddy, you got me, right?
So now that becomes a part of Brazilian jiu-jitsu.
You got the Kimura, right?
So then they have a bunch of fucking kids. They go to America, start the UFC, fuck people up with jiu-jitsu for years. People figure out how to stop jiu-jitsu. Then jiu-jitsu guys have to learn boxing, and then the guys know jiu-jitsu and boxing. So then wrestling takes over. Then you got to learn wrestling, and then all of a sudden now the champ, like the best of the best, know everything.
Yeah, look at John Jones, bro. You can't do anything to him.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, John Jones. Yeah,
like you have to fight John's fight every time.
He's the perfect specimen for a fighter too. Long, lanky body, like not too heavy or stocky, lean muscle.
Yeah.
Flexible, like he's
Dude,
like the perfect
arms,
specimen.
He has like the longest arms.
Perfect specimen for a martial artist.
It's
like
crazy.
It worked out perfectly, and it's crazy because his two brothers are fucking meatheads.
Yeah. His one's a fucking juice head.
Yeah, but yeah, so it's crazy, and it only comes from like, obviously,
Girls.
like guys can never be as good as Kamaru Usman back in the day because there was never a guy to set the bar. So like, there'd be guys in each generation that set the bar, and it progressively got better. Like, there was guys that like Hoist would not even be a top 50 fighter in the UFC today.
Yeah.
He would just get probably fucked
He
up.
gets smoked. Sadly.
Yes, like if Kamaru Usman fought fucking even...
Especially you're not wearing your gi in that bitch, bro.
Like imagine if Israel Adesanya fought even like Tito Ortiz in his prime.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Or who's a famous 185er from back in the day? Tito was 205, right?
Tito was 205.
Or imagine Usman versus Forrest Griffin.
That'd be sick.
Like Usman would fucking just ruin him.
Yeah.
Because like... like that
Usman
level,
versus Nate?
no one knew about that level. Yeah. Yeah.
Robbie Lawler, young Robbie.
Yeah, seriously. But then like there's like the whole thing with matchups, which like makes it all throwaway. Where it's like, especially with gambling, like I always have this problem where I'm like, oh well, this guy beat this guy, and he's fighting this guy who lost to this guy, so he should beat this guy. Yeah,
it's always the triangle. Like
but that doesn't work at all. Like,
yeah.
It's just matchup makes fights. Like it could just be one little thing that this guy does that this guy doesn't do that just makes it a whole fight. Like there's no reason that Kelvin Gastelum should be able to have the best fight against Izzy out of everyone. It's just there was something about Kevin Gastelum, that camp, that fight that made it just work out perfectly. And like it's never
that Mexican fucking chin, bro.
That's what's so cool about like matchmaking is you can put strikers against each other, grapplers against each other, a striker against a grappler.
It's just crazy to me too. Like Dustin and Hooker went to a war, beat the fuck out of each other, gave them their best shots.
Yeah. And
Michael Chandler comes out and knocks him out.
Yeah, and Dustin fucks up Conor McGregor like way easier than Hooker.
Yeah.
It's so weird how shit just works like that.
What the fuck?
And it's really cool that there's no bullshit in the sport. Like. You find out who's the best. You find out what works the best. Like, we know it's wrestling, fucking kickboxing, and jiu-jitsu. It's like, if you have those three, that's the mixture. I mean, yeah, judo is good, I guess, but like, some things are like too finite. Like, boxing is too finite.
Yeah.
Like, judo's too finite. Like, there's just like, some throws. Boxing, there's 4 punches. Like, kickboxing works more because it's like all different levels, 4 limbs. Wrestling works more because it's 4-dimensional. Jiu-jitsu works because it's 4-dimensional. So those are like the main things. But
that makes martial arts, dude. It's fucking
It's
balls
just
to the
crazy.
wall.
It's so crazy that you could literally be good at one thing and get your ass beat.
Yeah.
Like, you could be the best fucking kickboxer in the world, but you get your ass beat by an MMA fighter.
Yeah.
Because they have enough kickboxing to shut down your kickboxing, and they'll just, like Kamaru Usman, just do what you're bad at. So it's fucking sick.
He just dominates you, just how you
I just can't even imagine, like, especially if they get more money in the UFC, like, better athletes will keep becoming martial artists, and it'll probably just get crazy.
But I feel like the non-better athletes are the better fighters. Like, not like... You don't see any freak athletes who are champs.
Yeah, just John Jones, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, Izzy probably could dunk a basketball, but he probably can't dribble one.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just because all the best athletes go and play sports with actual money in them. But
like
imagine
Khabib,
if they had
dude.
actual...
Khabib probably can't even fucking throw a football.
Yeah. But imagine if you gave LeBron James a black belt in fucking...
Exactly.
American kickboxing, he'd be the best fighter ever.
That'd be wild.
So, like,
Nah,
I think it's
double blast him, bro.
Well, I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Like, if an athlete like LeBron James trained MMA from the time he was 5 years old, he'd be the best fighter of all time.
You're not fucking with him.
Or if, like
John Jones.
Yeah, for, like, fucking Julius Peppers trained fucking martial arts his whole life or something. Like a sick the end. JJ Watt. He'd probably be the best heavyweight. Gronk.
That'd be wild.
Imagine Gronk is like a black belt in jiu-jitsu and, like, Muay Thai.
Tyreek Hill could have been Floyd.
Yeah, dude. Imagine how fast he could punch if he got sick of boxing. He could probably cut so fast.
Oh, dude. Repeat.
But yeah, so that was my fucking little thought experiment for the week. I thought that was a pretty good one. So, you got a fucking one for us,
Yeah, Pop. My thing was, I want to talk about letting picos and steroids. Like, that shit's at your peak performance. Why not let that into the UFC, you know?
So you're saying that you should be able to take performance-enhancing drugs.
Yeah, you know.
Like anything, EPO,
Like, I'm not saying you should. I love the
testosterone.
way it is now. I'm just saying, like, what if they approached it like that, you know? Like...
What do you think the benefits would be?
Dude, come on. You're at peak performance, bro. Like, you're getting the best... Like, I know you're like, supercharged your body. You're fucking getting... You won't get hurt. You fucking can... your training camp could be like 4 weeks.
Or 20 weeks, because you could fucking burn the fucking... You could burn the oil way longer. You never get tired.
How do you feel about that?
Yeah, dude, I mean...
That'd be sick, dude. Just
you
like...
basically have guys
I mean,
that...
the all-natural thing is the way to go. I get it. I love it. That's like... I agree with that. But I'm just saying, let's just get 2 fuckers who took some picos and throw them in there.
Yeah, I mean, if...
I don't know how Francis and Yoel passed drug tests.
If everybody does it, I don't mind it. Like, why not? If you can fucking get... If you could get to be healthier and not get hurt for the fights and be able to train more, like... Because obviously, if you could take steroids and train 7 days a week and your opponent's training 5 days a week...
Exactly.
That's a huge advantage. But if you're both taking steroids and you're both getting to, like, your peak human possible performance...
Fuck yeah.
With as much drugs...
Oh, you look
as
like
you
Kamaru
fucking
all
can.
the time, bro.
I mean,
You're a fucking monster.
That'd be cool, and that'd be healthier for the fighters. I mean, we'd get less canceled fights because less injuries. We'd get less. We get more entertaining fights.
Yeah, you like this one, huh?
Guys are better athletes. So yeah, I like it. The only thing I don't like is like you don't want to make it. Like, you don't want to make a sport, like, about being who's the best at, like, taking drugs.
Yeah, exactly.
Because then it becomes, like, who has the best cocktail. Like, who's doing their EPO the best.
Yeah.
Who's fucking doing the right dose of test and the right post-cycles and shit.
Yeah.
And then it becomes less about, like, who's just the best at fighting. So that's the one pushback I have against of it. And, like... Not to sound like an old fucking man, but it's just like...
you old fuck.
Showing, like, kids that are watching, like, oh, the only way to get to that level is if I fucking juice myself up. But yeah, I get
we
it.
learned about juice? We knew that was a thing, like...
I mean, we I mean, I honestly didn't learn until I was like 15 that Arnold Schwarzenegger took steroids.
Oh, come on.
I really thought you could do that until I was like,
oh, you just grew like
dude,
that?
I was just benching so much.
You eat your vegetables.
I was benching every day and eating so much chicken, and I'm like, why didn't I look like Arnold? And then finally someone was like, I did.
It's called an anabolic
Take
steroid.
Steroids, bro. And I was like, oh my god.
1 count of anabolic steroids and use of beaver tranquilizer.
But yeah, I think ever since USADA, it's gotten a lot better at least. I mean, it used to suck because you knew so many guys were doing it, and it put you at such a disadvantage if you weren't taking drugs. But now at least with USADA, it's like a little more controlled. But yeah, I mean, maybe it'd be cool if you had a division where you could take drugs and a division where you had to be clean. Like, if like Alistair Overeem and Brock Lesnar decide, yeah, we're both going to sign this contract that we're going to do the drug division. It's going to be not for a belt or rankings because it's the drug fight, but it's okay that we take drugs because we're going to sell 10 million pay-per-views.
You take a stand, I'll just
Then yeah, fuck it. Fight on an Indian reservation somewhere where they'll let the commission come at you.
That's it, dude. What do you think about having a weight class between 205 and 230,
I think they should do 225.
you know?
Or 230, yeah.
Like in that range, and then let the heavyweights be as heavy as they want.
Yeah.
Having a cap on 265, I mean, fuck that.
Yeah, maybe do 240 and then super heavy, like unlimited.
Like, your big boys.
And add 168.5.
It's crazy that Greg Hardy almost missed weight.
Yeah.
At 266.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy.
Like, you just throw another weight class at that little... I mean, I know it gets even more, like, fucked up, and there's more classes and double champs and the whole fucking 9, but... I mean, it should be done. You got guys 220 fighting guys for 265.
Yeah, that's what sucks. Like, obviously the smaller guys can't compete with fucking the guys cutting from 300 pounds, like if you're 240.
Yeah, it's just tough. It's a tough go. Like, it's just going to be a pain in the ass. You just got an extra 40 pounds. That shit's a lot. Maybe you tire out faster. Got that Roy Nelson body.
Yeah. I mean, also, I want to fucking try to get... can we get the Flow grappling app on our Xbox?
Yeah.
I want to get it on Friday because Gordon Ryan has a match. Because his little brother Nicky Ryan was supposed to have this match on Friday night, but Nicky had to drop out for some reason, so Gordon Ryan just stepped in randomly. And also Craig Jones has a match. And that kid from that show we were watching of all the kids that sleep in the gym.
Yeah.
At the laundromat gym. Like their main kid. This kid, he's a brown belt. So there's basically this gym in Chicago. It's like a laundromat that they just put mats in, and all these kids live there, and all these kids are like these freak world champions, and they live in the gym and like live off 3 eggs a day and shit. And they have this one kid that has won worlds at every single belt so far, and he's a brown belt right now. And he has a match in this Flow Grappling jiu-jitsu tournament on Friday too, so I'm trying to watch it because there's between Craig Jones and Gordon Ryan and this fucking kid.
Take your shirt off.
Take my money. I mean, we could at least find a free trial, or I'll even pay the $5.
Yeah.
8 o'clock on Friday night. What the fuck else am I doing?
Fuck. Figuring it out.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's gonna be fun. As if for have any jiu-jitsu nerd listeners, that'll be a fun weekend there. But yeah, you want to get into the fights for this weekend? Where the fuck's my book? Yeah, we got some good ones. 2 heavyweight cards in a row. You know what I mean?
Nah, me.
So.
Nah, me, bruv.
Yeah, UFC Fight Night, Rosenstruck versus Gane. So, notable prelims.
Where's gone?
Our boy Alex Oliveira's fighting.
Eight.
Not Cowboy Cerrone, but the Brazilian cowboy.
Yeah.
he tries to be this cowboy guy too. I guess he never heard of Cowboy Cerrone.
Yeah, figure it out.
He's like a journeyman fighter, you know? Not like, never has been like a top guy, but I feel like we always see him around.
He's fighting one of them Dagestani boys,
Yeah, he's fighting an undefeated guy from Dagestan, so he's not getting a fucking break.
So he's fucked.
Yeah, so like Alex Oliveira is his first real name, really, I guess. Like I was looking at the guys he fought. He hasn't fought anybody I ever heard of.
Yeah, Mike Perry.
So Alex Oliveira fought Mike Perry.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean
the other guy?
The other guy hasn't fought anyone. But so this is gonna be his first real test, and it's on a prelim. But you know this could get you to the main card if you have a good showing against Alex Oliveira. He's definitely a beatable guy, older fighter.
Oh yeah.
Welterweight. So let's see what he's got. And then right in the main, or no, I think this is a prelim. The main fight on the prelim: Alex Hernandez versus Thiago Moises.
Yeah, Moises. Yeah.
Yeah, so
I like Hernandez. He got beat the fuck up, but that's still my boy.
Yeah, that kid's bodied the fuck up, bro.
Hell yeah, dude. Take your shirt off.
If he's not on Picos, I don't know who is.
Oh, man.
That kid's jacked.
He definitely is now after getting kicked in the face
Dude,
by
when your
Cowboy.
six-pack goes... When you have, like, a six-pack stomach, that's just fresh.
Just a fat six-pack.
Yeah. So he's fucking 12-3. He's coming off a first-round KO. He's like he has a spotty career. He goes like win-loss. God, like every time he fights a decent name, he kind of takes a loss. So he kind of needs. But this Thiago Moises guy's a scrappy motherfucker. He beat. He tapped out Demetrius Johnson. He's coming off a Bobby Green win. I mean, not Demetrius Johnson, Michael Johnson.
Yeah. You got your shit fucked up.
Michael Johnson. I think he ankle locked Michael Johnson or some shit. Yeah.
Second round.
And Bobby Green, he's the guy that went to the hospital last week, right?
Yeah, Mr. Jim Miller.
He's supposed to fight Jim Miller.
You forgot your girls on the prelim too, boy.
Who?
Angela Hill.
I thought she was on the main card.
No, she's on the prelim team.
Alright, so also notable prelim, we got pretty much, I'd say it's sort of the love of my life.
Yo, she's 5'3", fighting this bitch 5'7", but...
Yeah, Angela Hill, probably the most beautiful girl in the division.
Go ahead, boy, talk your shit.
Also fighting another dime piece.
Ashley Yoder? Yoder.
Yeah, I'm not mad at this fight at all.
Hell yeah, take your pants off.
I mean, I love you both. So, yeah, I'm here for that fight. Yeah. I mean, Angela Hill's a good fighter. She's been getting robbed all over the place.
Go ahead, talk your shit for your girl, bro.
I mean, you don't think so?
I think so. I mean, I love Claudia, so... But I guess...
She's 12-8. She probably got robbed her last 3 fights. Yeah, I mean, she has a cool story. She basically just started training Muay Thai to get into shape. And has only really been training for like 5 years, and now she's like a top 10 UFC fighter.
She's a dog. She be fighting every other week. What?
But yeah, so she's a minus 360 favorite.
Go ahead.
Ashley Yoder.
Go ahead.
So
Ashley Yoder's plus 280, boy.
I hope my shorty finally gets a win, because she needs one, man.
Yeah, dominant fashion. Come on, girl. Kick her in the fucking pussy.
And then we got Lolo's homie, who likes getting tapped out after he beats someone's ass.
Oh, fuck.
Alex Caceres. He's our homie, 17-12, sadly.
We watched him get a dub last time, though.
Yeah, he coming off a first round knockout.
And he beat Chase Hooper.
Or no, he's coming off a first round sub. I thought Chase Hooper heel hooked him at the end.
No, he beat Chase Hooper, and then the next fight.
Oh, Fila he fought or some shit.
I forgot who he fought, but he was getting beat up and then ankle picked him.
Yeah.
It was this guy, though.
Yeah, it's a 2-round win streak. He beat Chase Hooper up. And then he is coming off a first round submission, which is weird because this guy gets subbed a lot.
Yeah. He won his last 3. Ceres. His last loss was to Kron.
Yeah, I mean, he's only been knocked out once, and he's been submitted 7 times, so definitely susceptible to the submission. He's fighting this fucking beast, Kevin Kroom. He's 1-0 in the UFC.
Yeah. He
had his UFC debut. He took it on 36-hour notice, and he fucking guillotined the guy in 31 seconds. But he got the win overturned because he took the fight on 36 hours notice, he failed a weed test. So the commission overturned his fight. Because basically with the new weed rules, I learned it actually doesn't help anything. Because, like, just because USADA doesn't test for weed, it's based off the state commissions. So let's say you fight in, let's say Nevada State Commission says you can't smoke weed. If you fail that, they'll void your fight.
That's so fucking stupid.
So basically, this guy hooked up the UFC, taking it on 36 hours notice, and he got his first UFC performance taken away from him. But he got
paid.
He got $50,000 for fight of the night because he got 31 seconds.
Fuck yeah, bro!
It was sick, dude. He bopped the guy, fucking knocked him on his butt. And the guy stood up, and he just ran up and standing guillotine.
Yeah, I think I peeped that.
It was sweet. So yeah, I mean, if this guy could submit Alex Caceres, that's definitely the way to beat him. I'm definitely excited for that fight.
And then the next fight, boy, we got my left thigh, my right thigh fighting. Fuck Pedro Munoz. Jimmy Rivera, baby.
Yeah, I guess he hates Pedro Munoz because he knocked out his boyfriend.
Yo. Don't talk about my boy, bro. I'll beat you the fuck up.
He fucked up your boyfriend.
Yeah, dude. Right. He headbutted him. Watch the tape. I got you, Cody.
Yeah, if you don't know what we're talking about, Pedro Munoz, 18-5. He lost a decision to Jimmy Rivera in 2015.
Good fucking loser.
He's fought the who's who. He submitted Rob Font, knocked out Cody No Love. But he's lost 2 decisions in a row. He lost a decision to Aljamain Sterling and then lost the last decision to Frankie Edgar. So coming off a 2-L streak. And then you got Jimmy Rivera, 23-4. He's coming off Cody Stamann W, which was a good fight. We just watched that recently.
Dude, he's 23-4. His last,
he lost to
Peter Yan
and Alja
and Marlon Moraes
and Aljamain Sterling, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So 3 of his losses are from top 5 fighters right now, and he's getting older.
And we're coming back, Boricua on the map.
It's weird though, because if you look at his record, dude, he has like 19 decisions.
Yeah, he's a fucking dog.
He's just a grinder.
Yeah, out of 27 fights, he only has 6 that were finished.
Yeah, that's pretty lit though. I like that. He fights a lot of rounds. He earns his money. So then we got 2 girls I never fucking heard of in my life. What?
Fuck these girls.
No, I didn't say that.
We got fucking De La Rosa.
Which one's the hot one? De La Rosa?
Yeah, for sure, bro.
She's bad, right?
Dude, we can't put those girls into hot.
Whatever. I said Alex Hernandez sexy, and I said also.
Yeah, you're right.
I said the guys are sexy too.
She's 11-6.
Yeah, she's bad.
Yeah, she gets beat up, but it's alright.
Yeah,
she got choked by Rachel Ostovich. She's the bomb.
No, she won.
Oh yeah, she did. She choked her out.
Yeah, so I basically didn't know any one that either of these girls fought except for the one girl choked out Rachel Ostovich. I'm sorry that I haven't heard of either one of them.
Yeah, I
know
Roberson. She has the red hair.
I'm gonna learn about them this weekend, and they're both grapplers, obviously, because they both win by sub.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll get a good grappling match. I'd like to see that. Why not?
Yeah, maybe they'll smell each other's feet.
So yeah, I guess let's just get on to the next one.
Fuck yeah!
Nikita Krylov. 20 versus Magomed Ankalaev.
Yeah, that's my boy. He beat up. My boy was Kudalaba, but then he beat him up twice.
Yeah, he beat Kudalaba back to back.
So now he's.
Well, they had the controversial first stoppage.
Yeah, he did hit him
playing
the first.
possum.
Yeah, he did hit him.
And they stopped him. But then he knocked him out in the first round again.
He hit him.
Oh, he fucked him up bad, right? Can you bring up that highlight?
Yeah.
So I'll talk about the fight while he's bringing up that highlight. I gotta see this because I remember he fucked him up bad. But yeah, Nikita Krylov is 27-7. He's right there with the top guys. He his last 4 fights he beat St. Preux and JDS, and he lost to Glover and Jan. So yeah, and Magomed is 14-1. He got subbed by Paul Craig.
Paul Craig, yeah, that's crazy. And it was at the very last second.
Really?
4 minutes 59 seconds. He got
Really?
stopped.
What was it with?
A guillotine, I think.
Oh.
Very end, dude.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's his kid's only loss, so he's a beast. He's coming off back-to-back Kutalaba wins. Oh, here we are watching this highlight. Oh, yeah, baby!
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
Let's watch out. Oh.
Bang, bang.
Yeah, he just came in wild with
yeah.
his hand down. Yeah, but, yeah, Kutalaba slapped him. Got slapped.
Got slapped.
Yeah, that looks like a good fight, dude. I'm really excited for that. Who's Krylov's last win against? I think I said the wrong guy.
Which one? The one that's fighting my boy?
Yeah. He's
Krylov. Yeah. He's
he beat St. Preux and someone else.
He beat somebody the fuck up. Johnny Walker.
Yeah, Johnny Walker. So he beat Johnny Walker and
But he lost to Glover.
I said JDS like an idiot.
Glover.
Yeah, he lost to Glover and Jan. So you can't be mad at the guy for that. He got submitted by Jan and a decision by Glover, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, they're putting him in a dog fight. He's gonna get smoked.
Well, I mean, he's fought the who's who, so
yeah, I guess.
Akalava's still coming up. I mean, it's the best guy he fought. It's Kutalaba. So
yeah, but he's the real deal. He made Kutalaba look like a bitch.
He got subbed by Paul Craig.
I bet he was fucking Paul Craig out the whole fight.
I know, I'm just kidding. So, yeah. Then we got our main event. Back-to-back heavyweight weeks. I like to see it. If you're going to put on a free fight and try to appeal to casual fans, because I know if you're putting on 3 championship fights on one pay-per-view, that's an expensive card for you, Mr. Dana White. So you're trying to hype up pay-per-view buys by putting on these heavyweight main events for free on the weeks leading up, which is very smart. I respect you for doing that. And I think it's going well because Derek Lewis is an amazing knockout for the casual fan. And now we got Rosenstruck versus Gane. And this kid Gane, dude, is a fucking freak athlete. He's bodied the fuck up at heavyweight. He's only 7-0. But, yeah, it's the magic of heavyweight that you could basically just be a freak of nature.
Yeah, this fucking guy's bodied up, dude.
Yeah.
He's gonna punch somebody fucking through a wall. He is from France.
Yeah, he just knocked out JDS with, he split him open with that elbow.
Oh, yeah.
And they stopped the fight. He's got 3 submissions in 7 fights at heavyweight, so this guy could grapple.
Oh, yeah, he had a heel hook.
He got a heel hook, a guillotine, and a rear naked, I'm pretty sure. So
you see Rosenstruck back, too.
Yeah, this kid can mix it up.
They both beat up Junior Dos Santos. That's their last fight.
Yeah.
Guy loves going to sleep.
Yeah, Rosenstruck only ever lost to Francis, and basically wasn't even really a fight. I mean, Francis just kind of bum rushed him and knocked him out. I mean, yeah, Rosenstruck should have probably cut an angle instead of just running backwards into the cage, but what are you going to do? Bygones be bygones. I mean, the winner's going to fight Derek Lewis, so...
I'm sorry.
I mean, Rosenstruck and Derek Lewis look like fucking brothers.
Yeah, they're definitely going to fight.
I think... I'm taking Gane, dude. Fuck it.
Taking Gane? That'd be sick.
Gane versus... Oh, what?
10 seconds, 9, 8, 7, 5, 4, 3.
You just watch Akamalov get triangled by Paul Craig. That's crazy.
Imagine that, dude.
But yeah, I'm definitely thinking Gane. I mean, this guy's a freak of nature. I mean, they're trying to push him in the heavyweight division. 11-1, Rosenstruck's a big ask, though. It's a big ask.
That's a tough ask, eh?
Like Darrington would say.
It's
a tough ask. It's a tough ask.
You can do it, do it.
Yeah.
You give me the fight, give me 2 weeks, I'll fight him.
If Gane moves to 8-0 with a fight over Rosenstruck, it's to the moon for that fucking kid.
Oh, yeah.
So.
You knock out Rosenstruck.
He'll move to 8-0, and then he's going to fight Derek Lewis. He beats Derek Lewis.
Out of all the heavyweights, though, yo, I love fucking Volkov.
Yeah.
That's my boy.
If he You might have to do Derek Lewis Volkov.
Okay.
Yeah. But I guess it's going to be Derek Lewis versus the winner of this weekend. I guess you would do... I mean, if this guy beats Rosenstruck, Derek Lewis, I mean, it's a title fight next for that kid. If you beat those two guys back to back.
I don't think you give him a title fight over.
At 9-0, fuck it.
Not over
Derek Lewis gotta... Well, I mean, if he beats Derek Lewis, if he beats Rosenstruck and Derek Lewis.
Oh, fuck yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you have that if you go JDS, Rosenstruck, Derek Lewis, 3-fight win streak in the heavyweight division, you're fighting for a title, I feel like. That's a good lineup. That's the magic of the heavyweight division. Like, this guy is not even going to have 9 MMA fights, and he's going to be fighting for a title. Heavyweight division is fucking magical. But, I mean, the heavyweight division is getting mixy now.
Yeah, gone into Aspinall.
This is a sweet top 10, dude.
Yeah.
I love
the boys coming in.
The heavyweight's getting fun for the first time in a long time, so I'm pumped for this card. It's just really a placeholder. I wish we could just fucking fast forward to next weekend. Cause
I'm gonna cover my pants!
Next weekend, Potty, we're gonna come in with a whole different energy. Because we came in here back-to-back free cards. You know, no big names, a lot of cancellations, couple short notices. Not that fucking exciting, guys. But we're trying to make the most of it, you know. How are we gonna complain? We got fights every weekend.
Exactly. We're fucking spoiled rotten.
I want to save this for next weekend, but I'm just gonna give a little teaser now.
Tease her, baby.
I'm gonna tease her. So, think about this. Izzy's whole thought is he wants to be the GOAT. John Jones moves to heavyweight. John Jones is the GOAT. Izzy's chasing John Jones. The whole point of him fighting Jan next weekend is to try to bait John Jones to come back to 205. Imagine this is Izzy's potential trajectory that could happen that would turn him into the best combat sports athlete of all time. He knocks out Jan, and somehow, we're going to find out a lot about Izzy if he could fucking actually hang it with the bigger guys or not. And if he shows us that it's nothing and he still just moves around and strikes like it's a piece of cake, knocks out Jan, becomes 2-belt champ. John Jones beats Stipe or Francis Ngannou at heavyweight. Izzy fights John Jones at heavyweight for the heavyweight title, first 3-belt division champ. Becomes the best combat sports athlete of all time. 185, 205 heavyweight champ. Undisputed best heavyweight, biggest name, most famous guy in the whole world if he accomplishes that. But we'll get into that next week. Thanks for everybody listening. Episode 8. Enjoy the fights this weekend. We'll see you next week. We fucking love you guys. Ding ding.